So, last time, you all got to meet Strahd for the first time. Casually charmed Tux into letting him see his spell book, and then casually
And he
threw a
dissed
fireball.
my magic.
Yeah.
I'll never forget him.
Yep. Which he left, and you all continued down the road, where you came upon the gates of Barovia. And finally entered, and after some walking, and a short encounter with some wolves, where some ravens flew in to aid you, came upon, and got to look down the valley, and eventually made your way to your first signs of civilization that you had seen in a little bit. The town of Barovia. Quickly moving through the town, you ended up in the tavern, the Blood of the Vine Tavern, to be specific, where you met a few people of the town, learned a few things, and met up with Ismark, who pleaded and said he could pay for you all to escort his sister Ireena to the town of Valaki, about 3 days away. Eventually, he took you back to the mansion, noting that their mansion had been under siege by various creatures for many nights until the burgomaster / the mayor of the village, his father, had passed due to a heart attack due to the scares that these creatures were giving. And arriving, you met Ireena, who said that she refused to leave the town until her late father, had been buried, as no one had been brave enough to come and help carry the coffin to the church to be taken care of and buried. You all settled in for the night. Ren had some pretty good dreams, because, oh, that's right, I forgot to mention, you guys met the pastry lady, granny.
Yeah, we did. Those dreams were tight.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it's the morning now, and Ren, I need you to do two things here. One,
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear. Okay.
13. Okay, so as the morning comes and you reflect on the dreams you had over the night, your body is like, oh my gosh, we need that again. I need to get another one of these. But you managed to hold on. You're like, I think I can handle going today without one. So you're fine for now.
Is that going to be an every morning feeling now?
Potentially for a little bit until...
oh, man.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Secondly, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
What the fuck? Alright. Hold on, where's wisdom? Here we go.
4.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Nothing noticeable happens. But... But...
Oh,
Yeah,
it sounds like you passed the throw, dude. That's...
Yeah, dude. Solid 4. I am wise beyond my 42 years.
Okay. So that's what happens to you in the morning. Kilvin and Tux, nothing extraordinary really happens. You, Raidriar, you wake up, a little groggy, little sour that you haven't had a good cup of ale in a while. Because you get up, you see there's a mirror in your room, and as you approach it and look into it, you notice that you look visibly aged. Like, it looks like a good 10 years have passed since you last seen yourself in the mirror.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of look at myself for a little bit. I go, oh, you ugly shit. And I go away.
Okay. So is everybody gonna head downstairs? The rooms are on the second floor.
Yes.
Okay.
When
Yes.
when I look at Raidriar, do I see him visually similar to the other people in town that seem lifeless?
No, he actually, as you guys kind of meet, as you kind of head downstairs, he looks completely the same and normal.
Oh, interesting.
Do I look the same to myself, like if I look at my hands and stuff?
Yes.
It was
Okay.
just in that mirror?
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I'm sure that's just for flavor and has no relevance.
Yeah, definitely.
You
As
guys
you
check
come-
yourselves out in the mirror?
No.
I broke my
shouldn't.
mirror. I don't
I
trust
looked
mirrors.
like 30 years older in my mirror for some reason.
Oh, that's odd.
Curious.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've never been complimented for my beauty, so I kind of avoid mirrors.
Okay. As you all head downstairs.
Wow, Rin, you're looking particularly wise today. Sorry.
No, you're good. You notice that Ismark seems to be preparing some sort of breakfast, and Ireena's still standing over their late father. Seems to be praying. He notices you and goes, "Oh, good morning. I hope you all had a good rest.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care for some breakfast? It's not much, but I try."
That would be wonderful.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll help myself to some breakfast.
Yep, it's just simple. There's a couple eggs, some bread. It's not, like he said, it wasn't much. He's not much of a cook, and it's all right, but it's not great. He also pours you all a glass of wine.
Sudden
More wine.
thought, or just remembered. Your mirrors seem unique.
I don't know what you're talking about. Did something happen?
It did. For some reason, I appeared at least 30 years older.
That's strange. I've never had anyone complain about anything like that.
Huh.
I mean, you guys did come traveling a while. I'm sure you probably were just tired.
Maybe you're right.
This place can do a lot to people.
Oh, another crazy thought.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just wine here?
As far as I know, wine's the only alcoholic beverage I've ever encountered in this valley.
Would you
In
mind?
the valley.
Ever?
You ever
Literally
been outside
ever.
the valley?
Hmm?
You ever been outside the valley?
Nobody leaves the valley here.
Oh, good.
I ask him if he's got any water to spare.
Oh, yeah, and he goes and grabs a jug and pours you a glass.
I think he's.
You only drink wine at breakfast?
In a place like this, and with this current circumstances, it happens more often than you'd probably think.
Wine is safer than water usually in most medieval settings.
It's a smart one right here.
Yeah.
I
What's
honestly
medieval?
didn't know that. Yeah.
I mean,
Can you
I don't know what the
confirm?
term is for in Gothic settings or whatever we are in right now.
At this point,
In the now
We're in
times.
Curse of Strahd.
he goes,
Yeah.
so, after breakfast, I was thinking that you all could help. Would you mind carry the coffin over to the church?
I just noticed where Tux is on the thing.
I set that up a while ago.
And you notice
I-
during breakfast too that Ireena, while joining you, she seems to be kind of out of it. You know, she's not really talking. She kind of looks kind of eyes wandering. Seems like she's in another place, and you can see every now and then she kind of paws at the left side of her neck, where the scarf's covering.
I didn't realize she had paused.
Good morning,
Okay.
Ireena. Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
You get visited?
Not that I know of.
Is she lying to me?
Make an insight check. No, she's telling the truth.
Can you remind us, what's his face? I gotta remember his name.
Ismark, Strahd.
Ismark. Did Ismark tell us that she met with Strahd a couple times?
Yeah. So
Was
he
that
said
something that he felt particularly embarrassed about, or that she would be embarrassed about?
A little bit. He seemed pretty when he told you he's visited 2 times, and he said it seemed he had an aura of anger at mentioning the encounters.
Mm-hmm. I asked,
But directed towards Strahd, not directed towards Ireena.
of course, I politely asked Ireena, on the subject of visiting, how often has Strahd seemed to visit you at night? If you don't mind me asking.
Honestly, I myself don't even remember the encounters much. Ismark's the one who...
Really? Do you feel as though Strahd's dangerous? like ill will towards you?
You'd think that I would say yes, but I don't think so. And I can't really place my finger as to why.
Do you think he's used magic to charm you?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't experienced much magic.
Sure. I can
At this
tell
point,
you firsthand. Well, never mind. No, I can't.
Yeah. Ismark pipes up and says, "Yeah, he's visited twice, and Ireena, whenever he leaves, she's fast asleep and never remembers anything in the morning."
That's interesting.
You tell him not to?
You said you've met the man?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell him not to? Could you imagine that?
I mean, you could always try it. You
I'll
never
wait.
know.
I've been training. Someday I'll approach that damned castle and pay him back for what he's done. Unfortunately, I don't think with my current strength, it would be much of a...
Do you get the feeling that a lot of people here in town would want to assist you on that endeavor?
Some would. Most people are more afraid than activists, I would say.
Strahd doesn't have very many allies here, right?
He definitely has 3.
I mean, do you need a lot of allies when you're in his position?
Sure, of course. Okay, well, if you don't mind, I think I forgot something in my room. I'm gonna go grab it.
No problem.
I want to go up and I want to check Raidriar's mirror real quick to see if I see anything of interest.
You look in the mirror. Seems like a normal mirror. You look the same. Nothing changed.
Can I don't have detect magic or anything. Okay, can I just investigate to see if anything seems out of place here?
Roll an investigation check.
I would love to roll in investigate. Here it is.
19. Looking around, it seems like a normal mirror. There's nothing behind it. There's nothing.
Nothing else in the room seems out of place.
Nope.
The window doesn't seem like it's been tampered with.
Nope. Looks very similar to your room.
Okay.
Can I whisper something to you, DM?
Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to you guys. Hey, how's it going?
Sorry, I'm a little quiet. I'm eating,
Oh,
but I'll be done soon.
I just have nothing to add. Yeah.
Okay. With this, Ismark goes, well, should we head to the church now?
What's closer, the church or the shop?
Well, we have to pass by the shop on the way to the church, but carrying my father's corpse, I'd rather we head straight there.
Yes, of course, sir. Let's be on our way.
At this point, Ireena kind of pipes up and says, also, it'll probably take me a day to prepare for the journey, so we probably won't leave till tomorrow morning anyways.
Well then.
If that's all right.
Would you be okay if we went ahead and buried your father today, or would you prefer to be there?
Oh, I would prefer him to be buried as soon as possible.
She means to leave on the journey to where we need to take her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like to leave to
So
go
we do
towards
this
Milwaukee.
today, come back, and then
So
get
she's
you, I
basically
get you.
saying, let's go to the church.
That's all we have to do
and then
today.
take the rest of the day to prepare for the journey.
Perfect. All right, let's do
Next
that.
day.
I'm all in. Let's go.
Okay. So you watch as Ismark goes over to the coffin, and he doesn't nail it shut, but he puts the lid on it. And there seem to be 4 places where like a pallbearer could hold on to, and he grabs the back left and kind of points out. He more motions to you, Kilvin, Raidriar, and Ren. He kind of
I wasn't gonna say it.
politely nods to Tux and be like, I figured these 3 would be able to help.
Say no
I
more.
look at Tux and I go, "Don't you have magic hand or some shit?"
It can lift
Is the
30
corpse less than
pounds.
10 pounds, or?
Well, it's a coffin, so it's not
I'm
like-
kidding. I'll walk over to the coffin and take a spot.
Okay.
I help on the front left, in front of Ismark.
Yeah, I go in the back if that's cool.
Okay.
And I hop on top and go vroom vroom.
So
The coffin? God damn.
at this point, Ireena follows behind with you, Tux. And you all head out the front door, and you notice that the same sort of like, the sun's out, but it's not really sunny. You know, it's kind of dark and dreary almost, even it being in the morning. And you head down the road. You can see the church in the distance, up on sort of a slightly raised platform. And you head down the road. It seems to be a pretty quiet morning. You pass the street where the shop and the tavern are on the corner, and you look down, and you don't see the pastry cart there, where it was before. Currently, it's not there.
Can I chat up Ireena while we're walking?
I still lick my lips.
Okay. What are you saying?
So I say, hey Ireena, how long have you been in this town exactly? Have you been here your whole life?
As far as I can remember.
It doesn't. I get the impression that there are a lot of humans around here, right? Like, I haven't seen any gnomes or dwarves.
Oh yeah, yes. Only humans reside here in Barovia. Although we do get the occasional traveler of other races, but most people treat them as mythical creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You might notice some stairs here and there.
I've noticed a couple stairs, of course.
In the you have noticed going through the village. Some people have eyed you suspiciously.
Should I be worried? Is there anyone in this village that you know of that might be a danger to me as a non-human?
Fortunately, most people are just trying to get by, so they don't have really much time for prejudice.
Sure.
You might find the occasional person sympathetic towards Strahd who might inform him of your presence, but
I don't think we have to worry about that. I think Strahd knows we're here.
At least in this village. I'm not so sure about Vallaki. I've never been.
Right.
But...
Okay. Well, I'll keep my eye out, but thanks for helping to lower my suspicions.
And you see as your conversation, she kind of looks almost longingly at Castle Ravenloft at the that you can see from the on top of the mountain from the village, and she kind of again paws at the left side of her neck, kind of rubbing it a little bit.
Are you sore?
What? Sorry?
Are you feeling sore right now? Are you in any pain?
No, I'm fine. And then, so you continue, and then let me go. So, atop a slight rise, against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft, stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering lights shine through the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. And here, let me show you the image. Now, this is at nighttime, but...
Big old moon.
Yep, but... and as you approach the door, you notice the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. And with that, let me move the map here.
You say that it's on fire right now?
No, the door has claw marks on it and looks like there's been like fire, like it's been hit with some sort of fire. Like it's been scarred. There's like burn marks.
Does it look old or recent?
It looks fairly old.
Okay.
Okay, let me activate this. And let me do a few things here. Give me a moment.
Yeah, judging by that picture, it's practically falling down.
Yeah, so in front of the church, you can see there's like a path to the right and out that kind of you can see leads towards a cemetery. And Ismark takes you all to around the side and kind of you guys drop the coffin off at the cemetery and says, me and Ireena will find a suitable grave. Would you mind going and convincing the Father Donovich to come around and come out to do the rites?
Are we supposed to see anything on this map right now?
Not yet. I'm
okay.
Sure.
He wants us to go convince the friar dude to come out?
As he begins to start digging a grave and finding a good spot.
Okay.
I look at Tux and go, "Hey, friendly one, go ask the fella to come out."
Friendly one, you say? All right.
At this part, Ismark goes, "You might all want to go. He can go easy on him. He's gone through a lot."
My gamer sense is tingling.
Can I use distort or disguise self here?
Yes. What would you like to disguise yourself as?
I am looking to be a. I think I'm gonna be a human child here.
Okay.
I'm okay with looking like a innocent girl.
So the door should be open there now.
Yep, and I'll start walking in.
Okay. So don't just stay right there for a second. So the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot tall, long hall leading to a brightly lit chapter. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with the debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor. And it sounds like you hear this scream come from the basement go, "Father, please, I'm hungry. Please let me out. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry, please." And you see at the end at the altar is the priest, and he seems to be reciting prayers quite quickly, and he's holding prayer beads and holding them up, and he looks quite out of it.
Does he notice me?
Not yet. He seems to be very into what he's doing, and he looks almost desperate.
Can I hear what he's saying?
Make a perception check. And occasionally you hear the same scream over and over again, and it's mostly this voice saying, "Please, Father, let me out. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten."
Okay,
It's hard to hear the mutterings.
I'm gonna skip up to him as innocently as possible.
Okay, give me a second while I read this.
Yep.
So the chapel is a shambles with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up to the bell tower. From beneath the chapel floor, you hear a young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving."
What are the walls and the ceiling like in this room? Are they broken?
It mostly looks like crumbling. The walls are crumbling. The pews look like they've been smashed. But it's very unkept, and it doesn't seem like people have held active service in here for a long time.
When you say the basement, where's the entrance to the basement? Is it to the doors closer back there?
You don't know. You haven't searched those.
Okay.
Yet.
Well, I'm gonna skip up to him and I'm gonna say, "Hey, mister, do I hear you're hungry?"
He's still muttering. He's just reciting prayers.
I'm gonna come up here and tap, and I say, "I've got some extra rations if you'd like something to eat."
And at this point, he seems to snap out and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, young one. Are you lost?"
It sounded like you were hungry. Can I get you some food?
I don't know what you're talking about. And as he says that, another scream rings out.
All right.
Casual.
Is that your stomach?
I'm sorry. I don't hear anything. Keep in mind the wait while he's saying this. This young man is still screaming.
Okay. Well, then I tell him, "Well, we're outside looking for a place to bury a coffin. Do you think you could help us with that?"
I'm not much of a digger, but I can recite.
Do you know Ireena?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, come with me. Let's go see Ireena.
He's a very good girl.
I take his hand and I say, "Let's go."
Okay.
Can I convince him to walk with me outside?
Make a persuasion check. At disadvantage because you're kind of a kid right now. Telling an adult what to do.
I'm speaking for Ireena. I feel like I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I'll just a straight roll then. Yeah, that makes sense. 8. He goes, in a little bit, I really would like to finish up my prayers. And being closer, you notice that the prayers he's been muttering seem to go out. Give me 1 second, let me look something up. Seems to be going out to a deity named the Morning Lord.
Okay.
And he seems to be repeating over again, please save him, deliver him, free his curse, stuff like that.
Do I get the sense that he seems dangerous? Can I scale him up?
You make an insight check. So you can clearly tell that through his voice and everything, this man is clearly doing this all out of madness and desperation. You can tell he seems to he wouldn't harm a fly, but he is desperate that hoping that whatever prayers he's giving is going to fix whatever problem he's having.
Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna look around in the sanctuary to see if I see any trapdoors, especially around this area.
In this area, make an investigation check. 14. You don't notice anything in this room. It seems mostly shattered pews and. Are you searching that room? Kilvin?
I think a couple doors open.
Okay, so this dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden holy symbol. And other than that, it doesn't seem very special.
Can I take the holy symbol?
Yeah.
Okay, I do.
Can I ask him if I can help him with his prayers?
He says, no, I think this is best left to me. Back to it.
Where do I hear, or we hear that yelling come from?
So, make a perception check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Yeah, he said his Discord is choppy, but he said to keep going if,
9.
D4.
It's definitely coming, oh yeah, plus a D4 for guidance.
Okay. I have to manually type roll D4,
Yeah.
right?
You can make a macro for it, but...
11.
Okay, so... by the way, I added a new ping. If you click and hold on a spot, you can ping things.
Okay, that's what that is.
How do we unping?
It goes away after a little bit.
Cool.
Can you remind me what god he's praying to right now?
The Morning Lord.
Morning Lord.
That's you just heard that name. But it doesn't seem like he's been giving any details or anything. So, you know for a fact that it's coming from the basement, from somewhere underneath, but you're not exactly. You can't tell direction.
Okay.
Other than it's below.
And there's a trapdoor here, right?
Yes, and let me read that. That's D. Give me a second. Okay, time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles and puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor, held shut with a chain and a padlock. A young man's screams of anguish can be heard through the door.
Okay, while I see these guys investigating, can I stand right here and try to keep his attention my way? Like, let's say, hypothetically, they make a loud noise. Can I try to persuade him to look in my direction as opposed to ever looking behind him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's my goal right now.
Okay. I want to walk up to Tux and whisper something.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm gonna slide back. I'm gonna
I
slide
walk up
back
to
over there.
Tux. I whisper, ask him what's in the basement, and then walk away.
So I think I noticed a basement on my way over here. Can you tell me more about what's down there? You want to go down there and play?
At this point, when he hears that, you can see almost fear kind of overtake his eyes, and at the same time, a deep sadness. And he goes, no, there's nothing down there of importance. I would appreciate if you left it well alone. And he gets stern almost when he says that.
I motion to Kilvin and Raidriar to go down to the basement, and I say, "Of course, I promise I won't go down there. I'll be here with you."
I appreciate that. I promise soon we can go out and conduct the rites for.
Yeah, of course.
your master.
And I don't
I'm
mind
here
waiting.
too now.
I'm trying to hold this guy's attention while you guys go to the basement.
Okay, and then Kilvin, in that room, an old desk and chair stand against the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them. A sunburst. A 10-foot-long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Number one, take the rod.
Well, it's pretty high up. It's like...
Oh, okay, on the wall.
Yeah, it's like you would hang like a banner or something from it.
Okay, never mind then. I searched the cupboard.
Okay, so in there's a tinder box if you want to take it. You find a few
Sure.
wooden boxes with candles in them. And you find 2 well-used books, Hymns to the Dawn, which it contains, looking through, contains a volume of chants to the Morning Lord, and another book titled The Blade of Truth, The Uses of Logic in the War Against Diabolist Heresies as Fought by the Almnist Inquisition, which, going through, seems to be a strange book that mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults.
All right then. I pocket both of those for further perusing later.
Okay.
Have you said? Is there anything of interest on the desk?
Empty one. You see, they contain a few sheets of blank parchment and a couple of quill pens and dried up jars of ink.
I head toward the basement.
Okay.
I motion to Ren that we need him.
Do I know? I've been trying to keep him looking in this direction, right? Does he know that the other 3 are here in this house?
It seems that because you approached him and actually engaged with him, you're the only one that he seems to have really. The other 2, he almost acts as if they're not there.
Okay, perfect.
Except when Rachel came up and whispered.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to signal to Tux again to whisper something.
Okay. Waiting until his eyes are closed, I run around here and ask, "What's up?"
Do you want to go in the basement now, or wait until he performs the rites for those people?
You should go now. That guy sounds like he's in danger.
You hear another scream of anguish.
I doubt that Kilvin's going to be focused on anything else right now. You better follow him.
True. I'll walk away.
So,
Ben, are
what are you
here?
doing?
I would like to see if Ren can pick it.
Sorry, it's cutting in and out, but did you ask me to pick a lock?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to pick said lock.
Okay, make a Thieves' Tool check.
Guidance as well.
Yeah.
Thieves' Tool check is not an ability check, so you can't use guidance
okay.
on it.
Fair enough.
The thieves' tools would be in my inventory.
Should be.
Oops. I thought I clicked on the dice. Why I didn't do it.
Well, here, just make a dexterity or a sleight, not a sleight of hand. Just make a dexterity check and add your proficiency.
Okay.
So add 2 to whatever you roll here.
Dexterity check.
9. Okay, so fiddling with the lock, it seems that it's a really old and that it seems the tumbler's broken, rusted a long time ago. But messing with it, it does feel like it's kind of weak.
I suggest someone breaks it.
Kilvin immediately swings the hammer down.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Sorry, brings the hammer down, I should say.
I mean, I'm not gonna make it's an old lock. Yeah, you swing it down and the chain breaks open.
Alright, Kill lifts trap door and hops in.
Okay, so first of all, as you grab it, it feels like it's stuck. Can you make a strength check?
Hey, strength? Okay.
Yeah.
How do I just do the dice roll? There.
It seems to be like over time, it like water seeped in and it's kind of gotten swollen. And you by yourself, you try. It seems pretty stuck.
Okay. I motion to Raidriar to at least give me advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I help him with this.
Okay, go ahead. Go again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely this time. As you both kind of brace yourselves on each side, you and it breaks right open. Are all three of you heading down?
Is it a ladder or just a hole?
It seems to a short ladder, very short ladder, and then what appears to be you can see stairs heading down.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Hello.
Sounds like you guys are having fun.
Oh, that looks awesome.
So, okay.
Oh,
Let me
God.
read this. Let me read this. The
He's
church.
got a bloody Satan face.
The church is under. You did notice as soon as you opened the trap door, the screams of anguish stopped. I'm gonna pause it here. And at this point, you notice Tux Donovich, which is his name, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Turns his head quickly and looks and goes, They didn't open the door, did they?
I doubt it, sir. What do you mean?
Make a persuasion check. $19.
They're outside,
Hey,
sir. I thought
As
they
he
were
said,
with
he kind of
Ireena.
looks back and goes, it almost seems like he thinks that his prayers are working. He goes, it's been a year since I've heard him not screaming.
Who's been screaming, sir?
At this point, he kind of goes back to the whole, I don't know what you're talking about rhetoric.
It was
Anyways,
good talking with you while you were sane for a
so
second.
you three, the church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt-shaped figure in the far corner. And you notice that this figure has reached back into the corner and is almost shivering as he looks at you.
I pull out some rations. One of them. And my water skin.
Okay. Are you
And I
approaching him?
Slowly approach. I motion Ren to move perpendicular to back me up. As I
Okay. At this point, he kind of and it's in a very raspy voice. He goes, "Have you come to give me a meal?"
I have.
And make a perception check, Raidriar.
He's gonna turn on us. He's gonna have a bloody Satan face. 14.
You notice as you get closer, you can tell that this young man, first of all, he's very malnourished. He also has paler skin than most people, and you notice that as he speaks, you can see 2 fangs in his mouth.
Oh boy.
Ah.
Please, and as he sees you approach, he kind of walks forward a little bit and sniffs them and goes, "Please, can I just one bite? That's my father up there won't feed me."
Okay. What I do is I set the ration down and I turn around to everyone else and I yell, "Scatter!" and I run up the stairs.
No, at that point, as you say that, he goes, "I must have blood!" And I need everybody in the basement to roll initiative.
Okay.
Do I hear any of this happening?
Yeah, you probably do. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2 rounds before you can get there.
Okay.
So I'll let the encounter play for 2 rounds, and then...
Remind me how we roll initiative. Where's that button?
Oh, sorry, I have to add you guys to the combat. You should...
Hit the
Oh,
button.
nope, I hid you all. That one. There we go. So now if you go to the combat, you should be able to roll initiative.
Good roll.
I don't know why it says Kilvin is dead.
I don't need
Oh,
that.
no, that means you've rolled initiative. Okay, I see. I see.
A life well lived.
Okay, make a note. I still have the holy symbol in my one hand.
Yep. Raidriar, being a fighter and used to maybe hunting some creatures, go ahead and make a general intelligence check to see if you can recall what's happened to this guy.
I mean, he's a vampire. He's been stuck down here and is immortal, so he doesn't die. So,
Natural 1. Oof.
I mean, I've seen this in Fallout with the ghoul stuck in the fridge.
Well, you notice that he doesn't look... While you can tell the fangs, he doesn't seem as imposing as Strahd was.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's Doru's turn. You see, Rachel, as you try to leave, he runs up to you. He makes... He grasps at you with his claws, and he's going to attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
10 to hit. Or no, I'm sorry, 18 to hit.
Yeah.
So you
Is it
watch...
grapple?
Yeah, it's just a grapple.
Okay.
So it's his claw attack, but it says he can choose to grapple instead, and then you can choose to escape on your turn.
Okay.
So you watch as Raidriar tries to run away, and Doru reaches out and grabs Raidriar by the arm, and you look as he reels back his head, and you hear a hissing noise as he bares his fangs. And I'm assuming a 24 hits. And you take 10... let me see. You take 4 piercing damage, and then 3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you take 7 piercing damage and 3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
I've had worse.
How are you doing in health?
Fine.
Now it's your turn, Raidriar.
Okay. Well, I want to break the grapple, obviously.
Okay, so you're using your action.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics check, whichever you prefer. 13, just enough. You managed to break free of his grasp.
Okay, that's my action, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. I am going to use the Joestar technique.
Are you gonna...
Please go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. I'm stepping out of his combat range.
Okay. He's
Fine.
going to make another claw attack against you.
Sure.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
But you watch as he makes his claw attack. He tries to grasp at you, but can't quite get you, but you do take 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So that's 5, 10.
Do you want me to apply it, or did you already?
I already did.
Okay.
It's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I guess that's that.
So I'm just gonna run away from this.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm. That's what you're.
Kilvin, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I back up slowly. So can I move at like half speed? With the holy symbol out in front of me, like facing the monster or the
Okay.
vampire.
Well, so you can still use your full movement and do that.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just go here.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing seems to happen holding the holy symbol out.
Okay.
I don't know, do you guys remember the weaknesses that I said that you guys knew about?
I think so.
Partially.
I remember them, yeah.
Well, silver a little bit.
Yeah. But you do notice that this one seems to be very malnourished and weak.
Mm-hmm.
You do take that into account. But it's stake to the heart, sunlight, running water, and they can't enter a residence without being
Oh wait, did I take?
invited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with that, Ren, it's your turn.
Okay. So we're running from this for sure then. So I guess I'll use my bonus action to dash and double my movement speed and move out of the basement.
So, okay, so you're
Can
here.
I do that?
Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
here. You have 4 tiles of movement left, actually.
Okay. I'll just keep scooting. Can I? Has it been? It's only been one turn, so Tux is probably in the hallway.
Yeah. So using your 25 feet of movement, Tux, you're probably right about here.
Okay. Then if I can see Tux, I tell him there's a vampire in the basement.
Okay.
At this point, Donovich goes up and goes, "What have you done?" And he starts moving too.
Okay.
And he actually and I'll add him to the initiative. And he dashes. So, hold on. Oh, wrong initiative. So he rolled a 1. So I'll say it's his turn. So 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And you see he runs into the room with the trap door.
Okay.
At this point, it's Daru's turn again. 10. He's going to run up and he's going to make a grapple against you,
Okay.
Kilvin, with a 8 to hit.
No.
Okay, and then even though he didn't manage to get perches on you, you still see him reel back and go in for a bite.
Okay.
9 to hit.
No.
You try to pierce your armor, but it's holding fast, and his fangs can't seem to get through. Raidriar, it's your turn.
Uh-huh. You good?
I mean, if anyone is, I am.
You're good. 5, 10. I get out.
Yep. You see Donovich right there. And he angrily looks and goes, "What have you done?"
I ignore him, and I prime myself to shut the door as soon as I see Kilvin.
Okay.
Not on him, obviously. I'll also second win. For 11. Ooh, nice. It auto-applied it. How nice.
Yeah. Okay.
You're charged.
So is that your turn? And you're readying your action to close the door?
Yep.
Okay, Kilvin, it's your turn.
Okay. Bonus action, I cast. Where'd it go? Shield of Faith.
Okay.
I get +2 AC.
Okay.
And then I swing my hammer.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? It's not weak to fire, right?
As far as you know, no.
Can I try to stake it through the heart with the wooden holy symbol I have?
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. What do I do for just a normal straight attack?
Yeah, so just add, roll and add your, I'd say improvised weapon, so roll an attack and you're proficient with it. So just roll, if you roll your Warhammer attack, it'll be the same stats. 20 to hit. So you reach back and jam this wooden stake-like holy symbol in, and it's not super sharp at the end, but with the amount of force you drive into it, and as it hit it, you hear him almost let out a scream of agony, and you watch as you see his limbs kind of tense up, and he falls to the ground, and seems like he can't move.
So he's not dead. He's just stuck.
He's not dead yet.
Okay. So, do I get to move again then?
Yeah, so it's still your turn.
Okay. Then I will hammer the stake like a nail.
Okay. Well, your action was throwing the stake into it.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's why I figured my turn is done. So.
Yeah. So on your next turn, you can.
You're right.
Okay, Ren, you're up.
Ren?
I'm sorry. I guess I just scoot back over. Is it useful to help Raidriar get ready to close the trapdoor?
Yeah, I mean, you can assist him.
Okay.
I mean, you obviously don't know that Kilvin is paralyzed this thing. Tux,
Right.
I'd say you get to go now. So
Okay.
what are you doing, Tux?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my turn.
Okay.
I say, how you
on-
doing?
On Donovich's turn, you watch as, even though Raidriar, you were waiting to shut it, he reaches out, grabs the trap door, and slams it shut, and is holding it, and is reaching for the padlock.
Is it possible for me to try to stop that?
Yeah, make a strength. We'll do a contested strength check here.
Okay.
Since I'm next to him, can I assist on that action?
Sure, go ahead and roll at advantage.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. He rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Of course he did.
You see, with the strength of a desperate father, he pushes you aside and holds it shut, and again, it's still just... he's looking for the padlock that was broken. With that, on Doro's turn, you watch as he tries to struggle a little bit, and it doesn't seem like he manages to break out of the stake. And you see the stake isn't fully in yet, it's just slightly in. And then, Raidriar, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him off the thing. So
Okay.
that,
Make a strength check. I'd say athletics at this point, you're kind of...
okay.
I don't know if you're... Yeah, you managed to push him off and throw the door back open.
Okay. I want to box him out.
Okay, yeah.
Like
So he
push him
kinda-
up against that wall
yeah.
and box him out. Yeah. And
Okay,
reprime myself with the thing.
okay. Kilvin, it's your turn.
Like I said, I'm gonna bring the hammer down on that stake.
Okay, make an attack roll. With a 5, you're lucky. That was the DC I had in my head because he's lying on the ground there. Okay, so you watch as you swing the hammer down and you drive the stake right through where his heart would be. And you watch as he starts writhing on the ground and letting out these horrible screams. And you watch as he starts to turn to dust. And eventually, on the ground, all you see are just ashes remaining on the ground. And let me change the music back here. At this point, with that final scream, Donovich kind of pushes back against the wall and goes, What have you done? And he falls to his knees and he just starts sobbing. My son, I'm so sorry. I tried. I prayed for a year.
Yeah.
So what happened down there?
At this point, Kilvin, are you coming up?
Do I notice anything from his body? Or actually, does he have bones or is he all dust?
It's all dust.
Can I actually travel down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I walk up and just knock on the trapdoor.
I think
Like,
he wants to just see down there.
oh, hi, Tux.
Can I do an investigation down here for anything useful?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Natural 20.
You do search around. You don't find any useful items. It seems pretty barren. But you do notice that there's like thousands and thousands of claw marks on the ground. On the walls. It seems like he was down here for a decent amount of time for someone who hasn't been fed.
At least a year.
At least a year.
Okay. With that, I walk back up. What about the dust where he was? Is that everything's gone?
Yeah, everything's gone.
Okay.
How'd it go, Kilvin?
Not bad.
Hey,
Yeah.
Donovich looks at you, Kilvin, and goes, What did you do?
Saved us from a monster.
That was my son. And he just starts crying again. And he goes, that damned mage. If he had never shown up here.
Is the mage the one that showed up a year ago?
Yes, about a year ago, the damn fool showed up, claiming that he could fight Strahd, and he roused a group of the villagers to, including my son, to go take on the devil himself. We could hear the battle from down here, and we watched as Strahd cast the mage off the mountain. And the next thing I knew, my son came back as that thing. Ever since I managed to lock him down there, and ever since I've been praying to the Morning Lord that his sickness would be cured. And he starts crying again.
God. Okay. I pat him as comfortingly as an innocent little child can do, and then I take a step outside.
And you see as he kind of brushes his face and goes, "Well, I did say, while I don't respect you all, I do respect the burgomaster and his children. I will still go and perform the rites."
I appreciate it, sir.
Okay. And so he follows you out to the church, and you guys head out back. Is there anything else you guys want to do here before we...
I want to snag the holy symbol off the desk since I lost my first one.
Okay. Now this one isn't stake-like. It's like an image of a sunburst.
Right,
So
okay.
Just so
It's
you
an
know.
Ninja Star. Perfect.
Yeah.
Raidriar, when he's alone in the room, still kind of awkwardly holding the trap door. Was the trapdoor attached, or is it like a slab that?
It's like it swings open.
Okay. Yeah, he slams it as hard as he can down and leaves.
Okay. Yeah, I told you some of this shit gets dark, man.
This was unfortunate. I'm gonna hang out. Where are they? Are they burying him out back?
Yeah, so they said Ismark was gonna dig the grave while you guys got Father Donovich to come around.
Okay.
Okay, and you guys head back, and you see Ismark's made decent progress on the grave. And Donovich goes up to the coffin, which Ismark has removed the cover by now. You watch as Donovich starts to make, hand gestures and reciting stuff with more references to the Morning Lord. And Ireena is there, quietly crying. Ismark kind of points at a shovel nearby and kind of nods to you guys, and he doesn't want to interrupt what's going on, but kind of implies that he'd like help digging the graves. There's only one shovel. Who wants to help him?
Kilvin helps in.
Okay. At this point, Raidriar, go ahead and make a perception check.
Where's this
Okay.
going on? I guess it's here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no map for this, so
Okay.
it's just behind the. Give me one moment.
Is he not being buried like back here, behind the church back here?
Yeah, he is, but
okay.
there's no much more. I mean, you can go over there, but the map ends. What'd you roll? 6. Okay, so you notice that you're kind of looking around as this is all happening. Is Raidriar a fairly religious man or no?
No.
No, you kind of daze off, and while you keep respectful, you don't really pay much attention. and you see standing towards the gate now, because you guys are somewhat into the cemetery at this point. You see standing at the gate is a figure in a hooded black robe, who looks very similar to the person who was driving Strahd's cart, and he just seems to be watching.
And this is during the thing?
Yep.
And I see him?
Yep.
I walk over.
You walk over. And he doesn't make much movement as you approach. Are you coming, like, basically up close to him?
Yeah.
You notice that as you come within about 10 feet of this figure, in the back of your mind, you start hearing this deathly choir almost. You hear what sounds to be like thousands and thousands of voices screaming and crying out in pain and in anguish. It's very disconcerting. But as you get closer, you can't really see his face. He kind of looks up and reveals some more of his face, and you can tell this is an elven figure. And he goes, I extend my master's greetings, and I offer my sympathies towards Ireena and Ismark's loss. It's very hard to lose a father. And here's a letter from my master, and he hands you this. And at which, after he hands, he turns and walks away. Did you all see the letter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, just making sure.
Is Raidriar reading this?
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead.
Not allowed to the group.
Okay.
There's a funeral. So.
He
Yeah,
did mention, he
just-
said if you could give this to
Yeah, he
Ireena.
reads it first, and then he goes to hand it to her once it's over.
Okay. At this point, you watch
Actually,
as...
I don't hand it to her. I say to her that Strahd sent you a message.
At this point, when you say that, at first you notice just a slight hint of almost gladness, and like I said, that same longing feeling when she looked up at the castle, but it's quickly taken over almost by a look of disgust. And then, do you hand it to her right now?
She looks disgusted, right?
At the moment, yeah.
I say, do you want me to just toss it?
And she goes, no, I'll take it.
You sure he plagiarized a really good quote?
No. I would like to read it.
Okay, I hand it to her.
Okay. And at this point you watch as Kilvin and Ismark have finished digging the grave, and they slowly lower the now nailed together coffin into the grave and begin putting dirt over it as they finish up, and you watch as Donovish finishes up the rites and nods to Ismark and Ireena and heads back into the church. At which point, Ireena and Ismark look at you all and go, Ismark goes, we very much appreciate this. This means a lot to us. You don't even know.
I'm dropping my spell before they turn the corner.
Oh, okay.
Just so we're all aware.
Yeah. I suggest you make any preparations. You're welcome to stay the night at the manor again. And at this point, it's probably about noon at this point. Ren, I'm going to have you make another Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, make a what?
Constitution saving throw again, like in the morning.
We got here at night, and now it's noon the next day.
Natural 20. You, at the faint hint in the back of your mind, you're like, maybe I should get another dream pastry, but you quickly snuff that out and feel pretty proud of yourself that you so quickly managed to shake off the urge. And what did you say, Tux?
It was nighttime when we got here, and now it's noon the next day.
No. The picture I showed of the church, that was the only one I could find, so it was a nighttime photo. But you guys left in the morning, and it's about noon now, after this is all over.
And he has to make another throw? Saving throw? Wow.
I'll just say, that one only happens on the first day, to give you, and it's a really low to give you an extra chance of low. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it was a good thing. So,
Okay.
Okay. So, and then Ismark goes, if you need anything else, me and Ireena will be at the manor, and they walk off, and leave.
Should we go for supplies for the travel?
I very much agree.
Okay. So you guys gonna head to that shop you saw earlier?
Mm-hmm.
For everybody else?
I'm right behind you.
Sounds good.
Yep.
As you leave the town or the church, you hear dung dung, and you hear the church bell ringing. And at this point, you notice that Ismark actually stopped. Turned around and stopped when you heard that bell. And as you approach, he goes, "That's strange.
What's wrong?
I've never heard that bell rung since for a while."
What exactly?
As much as I can remember, almost.
Do you feel as though the priest has been neglecting his duties recently?
I mean, nobody would want him anyways. When they found out what had happened to his son, they assaulted the church.
Wow, really? So what brings you in his good graces?
Him and my father were good friends way back, and I was a lot more understanding than the rest of the villagers. A lot of them were upset that he was holding what many would consider a monster in the basement.
Sure. Well, the monster's dead now.
Unfortunately. And he turns and walks away. Are you guys gonna keep going, or?
Yeah. Let's just head straight to the shop. I don't think there's much more to do here.
Okay. Also, Ismark said, he did mention that if you want to tonight, if you're looking to see something interesting, head back to the church at night and visit the graveyard.
Can I ask what he means by interesting?
I think it'd be better if you just saw it for yourself.
Guess it wouldn't be a bad thing to learn.
Okay, so you guys head to the shop now?
Yes,
Sure.
And on our way there, I want to take... Hold on, how many things can I do this for? On my golden ring and my gray crystal orb, I'm going to cast Distort Value.
Okay. On the crystal orb?
Yes.
So what is this? Let me read it.
There's a way to post it to the chat, right?
I don't know if it copied over correctly. Oh, so doubling the object's perceived value. Okay. I'm assuming you're doubling it.
Cap?
You're doubling it and not halving it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to double both of their perceived value.
So what are you doing this on?
The golden ring and
Okay.
the gray orb.
Tux.
Yep.
Kilvin, noticing you pulling out items and about to magic on them, inquires as to what you're doing.
I am going to try to get a little bit of money out of these things. Why do you ask?
Have something of great value that would be much more lucrative for such a spell.
What exactly do you mean?
I have this necklace we found in the mansion on the way in. It's
Can I judge whether or not the necklace actually costs more than either of these items? Is that something I'd be able to know? My character would know?
I think, wasn't it worth like 750 gold or something ridiculous? Did you write it down?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. Well, I in that case, I say, are you looking to share a cut of that?
That is acceptable. 25%?
50%.
Wow.
Then no.
Were you not planning to split this with the group regardless?
I was gonna spend it on armor.
You were going to keep a 750 gold necklace all to yourself.
So just for the armor, for the +2 AC.
Make it 35% and you have a
You
deal.
don't know the benefits. You don't know what it's like to have a high AC and just want more odds at you.
I say 35% and you've got a deal.
This is acceptable to Kilvin.
All right, I'm going to cast a store value on the necklace and the orb.
Okay, so not on the ring.
Yeah, forget the ring.
Okay. So, as you head down, as I said, you see a single sign hanging in the wind named Bilges Mercantile. Are you entering?
Yes.
Okay. Let me pull up some stuff here. 1 minute. And as you walk in, you see he's polishing his counter. Seems to be just an average middle-aged man. He does, unlike a lot of the villagers, look like he's dressed a little more colorfully and doesn't look so depressed. Are you approaching?
I'm gonna hand... Okay, fuck. Both of us are fucking mythical creatures.
At this point,
Actually, no.
Humans.
I'm gonna walk up to this guy and I say, I come from a faraway land with extravagant wares that I'd like to sell to a lucky shopkeeper.
And he looks up and chuckles and goes, "Trust me, you're not the first ones to say that."
I say, yeah, has anyone ever shown you this? And I plop the necklace down on the counter.
It's worth quite a bit. And so anybody who has loot at this point that's like worth gold, if you want to sell it, you're free to just delete the item, give yourself the gold for it, and then the two items that you distorted value can double what you get.
Kilvin, you said this was worth 750, right?
50. So we got 1,500. So
I tell him I've got a $1,600 necklace right here. This is an exclusive necklace that I can't exactly tell you where it's from, but a mythical creature might have had this on his possession.
Yep. He buys any loot you guys have.
I offer him the necklace for 1,600.
For 1,600?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's only 15 technically.
yeah, you're. Oh, I see what you're saying. Make a persuasion check. Math is hard.
Sure.
8. He goes.
But it's with advantage, right? Because of such a persuasive argument.
This guy has seen enough adventurers come through trying to swindle him.
All right.
And he's pretty.
I understand if you're wary. I will accept 1,500.
He's pretty profit driven, and he goes, "Okay, all right." So yeah, like I said, go ahead and trade that. And he said, "So,
Sure.
can I get anything for you?"
Oh, we can just sell what things are worth right now?
Yeah, it's the haggling was the only thing I had to worry about.
Sure, yeah.
And he kind of, so I'll just go through and so he describes his wares. So he seems quite high and mighty of himself, knowing that he's the shop really for adventuring gear in town.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna show this. So you see that adventuring gear?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he sells stuff on that list as long as it's worth 25 gold or less, and it's at 10 times the price.
Oh my.
And he says, take it or leave it.
This is some pathologic shit right here.
Huh.
Okay, I'm not feeling like I feel like we're pretty good on equipment. Thank you, sir.
Is there anything else you guys need?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crossbow bolts. I slapped down 25 gold.
Okay. How many are you buying?
20.
20. So at 10 times the price,
Oh, yeah.
it'd be
No,
10. It would be
yeah.
it would be 10 gold for 20
Yeah.
bolts.
Mhm.
So yep. So just subtract 10 gold.
So holy water would cost 125, right?
Yep.
You said it was 5 times the price?
10 times the
Oh,
price.
okay.
So 200.
Okay.
It'd be 250 gold for a flask. of holy.
I see.
You can tell that this guy, he's more profit driven than anything else, and he seems quite full of himself, despite being just a normal guy.
Interesting.
Doesn't seem very powerful. Seems strange that adventurers would put up with his bullshit.
It seems very strange. I'm not putting up with it.
How big is the spyglass on the list?
The spyglass.
Is it like a fucking telescope or is it
Yeah,
handheld?
it's like handheld. Think of like on a from like a ship or something.
His stuff just kind of laying around, or is it all behind the counter?
Most of it's behind the counter. There's the various odd shovel, crowbar, sitting on the shelves in the store.
Okay. Is there anything specific? Can I observe what is around in the store carefully?
Let me roll here because it doesn't specify. Okay, so you see, kind of hanging on the store, you see a fairly decent tent, a couple tinder boxes. You see like a thing full of vials. They're not filled with anything, just empty vials. A couple pots. There's a 10-foot pole. A couple hammers. You do see what appears to be a climber's kit, also tucked away in one of the corners.
And that's actually what I was wondering about. How big is that climber's kit?
It's like a kit, a bag that you would strap to your pack. So it's probably about 1 foot across and about half a foot tall, sort of a various rolled up gear.
Mm.
Can you
Okay.
remind me how much the golden ring was worth?
If it was a gold ring, it was
25.
probably 25 gold.
Okay, 25 and then 40 for the orb, or 25 for the orb as well?
25 for the orb, unless you cast a stored value, which then you double it.
Okay, so that's 50 plus.
I have a gold
25.
ring and it was 75, just so you know.
Yeah. Well, he grabbed the one, I think, in the basement, which was 25.
Okay.
Okay.
He does mention, here, I know my prices are a little outrageous. I'm no, stranger to that. You see, sometimes, though, I have to replenish my wares, and some, other, people like you, I think a couple months ago, headed out towards the river crossing and disappeared. If you know, happen to find what they had on them and bring them back, I might be willing to give a discount.
What you said? By the river, you said?
Yeah, so, yeah, outside the path that you would take to head to Vallaki, goes towards the river, and there's like a stone bridge that crosses the river, and he said at that river crossing.
Interesting. Am I wearing a cloak?
Are you?
I don't remember. I don't remember if I picked up a cloak on the way or if I'm still just wearing leather armor.
I think you're just wearing leather armor.
Mm. Okay.
So is anybody doing anything else?
I pick up the climbing kit and kind of look at it and eye it like I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gauging the odds of me being able to sell this to the shopkeeper.
Sell it to the shopkeeper?
Hmm.
You can certainly try.
Is he interested in bones by chance?
I'm sure to cracking it out.
You ask
Sorry,
him.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Yes.
I
He
don't
goes.
know. I'm just thinking of. I put it back down.
Okay.
It seems worth a hand.
He goes. No, I am not interested in buying bones.
Shame.
What if I gave you a special kind of bone?
Okay, well.
He says, listen, if you're gonna give me a hard time, I'm gonna have to call security.
We already. Never mind. I'm not gonna bluff with this guy. Fuck it.
Thank you.
I say I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean any trouble.
At this point, while you guys have been in here, you start hearing a rabble outside the building. It sounds like villagers, angry voices, yelling.
Can I peek out the window and try to gauge what's going on?
Yeah. So you look out and you see sort of in that intersection that's by here, you see a man who's looks more, again, not as drab as most of the villagers. He's standing on like a wooden box and he has a pitchfork raised and he seems to be yelling at things, and it seems like a group of about 20 villagers are pretty riled up and shouting, and the guy on the box says, "We're not going to take this anymore."
What does the shopkeeper do?
He seems to just ignore it.
Oh, he completely ignores it, like doesn't even flinch
Yeah.
at the yelling?
Nope.
God damn it.
So it looks like these guys are starting to riot.
Not riot. It looks like they're getting. It almost looks like they're getting a posse together.
All right. I put up my hood and I try to slip into the crowd to hear what's going on. I walk out the door.
Okay. Anybody else following?
Yeah, Kilvin walks out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'll exit also.
Okay. So you exit out and you look as this man is screaming and yelling. He goes, "For too long have we sat in the shadow of that devil's castle. I say it's time we march up there ourselves and take care of the problem." And you see as he says that, a lot of the this group of villagers seems to cheer and chant, and some of them are holding torches, some are carrying pitchforks, and they look pretty riled up.
From the other side of the crowd, I want to cast Minor Illusion here to make the sound of, like, it could be anyone, but it's on the other side of the crowd, right? I want someone to say, "What makes you think this will be any different than last year?"
And he goes, "Ha, well, I guess we have a naysayer here, a coward. At least we'll have done something, even if it's in vain.
Even if we're all dead."
Plus, at least it lets him know that he can't keep doing this. Eventually, he'll have to relent."
Does he, though?
I look around to the group to see if...
These people seem pretty intent. And he says, "I say we leave right now and march up to that place."
Okay.
And they all cry, "Yeah," and you watch as the group starts to head down the way towards the exit of the village, and as any marches out.
I look back to our group and I'd say, "You guys want to follow?"
I do not wish to die today.
I mean, don't we kind of have to? They're gonna die.
They are gonna die. Maybe we can reason with Strahd and convince him not to murder the entire village.
Thinking back, do you think there's any way that we can communicate with Strahd now?
Not that you know of.
I bet there's a way he can see what we're doing, though, isn't there, Snow?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. God damn it.
So wait, Ren, did you step outside?
Yeah, I'm outside the door too.
Okay, so you saw all this happen, right?
I think, yeah, I hope so.
Okay, in that case, You guys watch as the villagers get about 200 feet out of the castle, out of the village gates, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as just swarms of wolves rush out and just start tearing into these villagers.
Excellent.
Absolutely decimating them.
I knew it. I knew it. Damn it.
I'm glad we weren't standing with them.
And you see Bildrath walks out and goes, "Damn fools, the lot of them. It's 20 less idiots in this town."
How big is the population of this town?
Why less?
Yeah,
Gee.
it's decently sized. You probably gather there's probably somewhere around... hold on, let me look at that. I know I got it at once. I looked it up.
Like,
Yeah.
does this put a dent in the population?
No, so the population of the... Sorry, I need to find this real quick. Population, here we go. Okay, so really, so it's about, the population is probably around about 500 people.
Okay. Well,
Sounds like natural selection to me.
And Bill
honestly,
Drexler, sorry,
Ren, I don't disagree.
walks back in.
Can I take a stroll around town to see if there's any other shops of any kind?
Okay. So going around the town, there seems to be really no other notable buildings other than the tavern, the mansion, the church, the mercantile. Most of them seem to be homes. It seems a lot of these people are farmers in the local fields, just trying to eke their way by. It seems like this really isn't the place that a lot of business would take place in.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing notable is the house that you guys had passed by last night. You can still hear the sobbing from inside it. The one where Ismark mentioned the woman's daughter had disappeared
Mm-hmm.
about a week prior, who had a dog named Lancelot.
Yeah, you don't have to remind me.
Okay, so quick out of game strategy here.
Mhm.
We have, I think, two possible choices here. We either go after the lady with the dog whose dog we killed, or we go after the merchant dude's bounty, I guess.
Would your character not ask this? I don't want to break the fourth wall or anything.
Well, I just want to at least get an idea of what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can.
So yeah,
you can ask that in character.
Ireena said she'll be ready in the next morning to leave. And then don't forget, Ismark said you want to check out the graveyard at night.
Yeah, 100%. I think checking out the graveyard seems interesting. I think there's a lot that we don't know about this town still, but from what we can tell, it's pretty sad and pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, 20 of them just got killed by wolves, so...
I think that... I don't know, Kelvin, do you think we should go talk to the sad woman, or do you care?
Well, is she, like, how close is she relative to the church?
She's towards where the Burgomaster's mansion was, the place you stayed at.
Okay, so we can probably hit that up a little bit.
It's fairly close to the store you're currently at.
Yeah, okay, sure. Let's.
And also you guys kind of also with Tux kind of explored the town a little bit. So it's been probably a couple hours since you guys left the shop. It's getting toward 3-4 o'clock.
Are we hungry?
I mean, are you?
I mean, if we ate a shitty breakfast and now it's 3 o'clock, I'd probably be hungry.
Yeah. So I'll say, would you guys say you would have stopped in the tavern for a bite?
That's what I was gonna suggest. That.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask Alenka and her sisters if they were there about that little riot we just witnessed.
Okay. They go. Yeah. The poor folks some of times get some ideas. Fools, I say. It happens probably once every 6 months or so. A group of people get sometimes more, sometimes less. You just never know.
Can I ask her what specifically they were?
This was the first time I've ever seen them get torn up that close to the village.
So
my
the wolf,
God,
the
he
wolf,
is so much.
so the
What?
wolf thing has happened before then.
No. Like I said, most of the times they just disappear off in the distance, never to be seen again. Castle Ravenloft, if you take the path, is quite a long walk.
Do you know why specifically they were angry? Like, was it something that happened this time of year? Because it happens every 6 months, or were they just generally unsettled?
I mean, would you not be unsettled if you lived in a place like this?
I don't know. Strahd seems like a pretty chill guy.
It's quite a take you got there.
He hasn't really attacked us.
Hot take, bro.
People say he's been lording over this land for centuries.
Do you know why?
Because he can, probably.
I'm not
Just
sure. All
as
I
a
know
source
is that
of nutrients?
he seems to be the one preventing people from leaving this damned valley.
Are we traveling outside the valley to escort?
No, it's all inside the valley.
Okay.
It's a big valley, like it's a large valley.
Mm-hmm.
She says, well, we may not have the answers. I would suggest seeking out, as I said before, Madame Ava.
Right.
There's a
Yeah.
There's a camp of Vistani, about a day's travel here from the village. Past the river, you'll come to a crossroads. Take the north path towards the Sur Pool, and you'll find them there. I'm sure you'll find them quite welcoming. We Vistani are quite the partying type compared to these dour Barovians.
It wouldn't take much. That's a low bar to set.
Yeah.
You got a point there.
Funny.
But with
Okay.
that, I guess I look to the group and ask you guys, do you want to go investigate the one other person that seems interactive? Or would you like to just wait at the graveyard tonight?
You mean the one whose dog we killed?
Yeah.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Find out if she has a fucking cat?
Her daughter's missing, right? We could go look out for her.
I think just the dog was missing. The dog was just distraught.
I
Wait.
thought the mom was distraught because the daughter and the dog walked away.
So Ismark said the dog ran away.
Mhm.
The girl was upset, and then a couple days later she disappeared.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd want to go learn more about that, we can. But if nobody cares, I'm content to go sit at the graveyard.
There's also
How far away is that fruit pie windmill lady's house? Do we see her around town today?
You notice that today she doesn't seem to be in town.
I'm interested in antagonizing her.
Okay, asking around, they said, are you gonna ask around the village, kind of, and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use my. Does it matter if I use my native dialect perk on the zombies?
No, yeah, you actually get a lot more information that way. Yeah, so you learn that, so as you had learned before, her actual name is Morgantha, not Granny. She visits every other day to sell pastries. She typically comes about midday, and she lives in a windmill, an old windmill, and used to grind flour.
Yeah. And I saw that windmill last night from the roof.
Yeah, but it was very far away. It's past what they call the Sur Falls, so it's past farther from the Vistani camp that the sisters had told you about. And they say,
wait, it's more than a day away, and that old lady hobbles to the village and back with her cart?
Yeah.
Is she like the Flash or something?
You don't know.
All right, fine.
All villagers know is that she waddles into town about midday with a cart of pastries.
And her house is over a day away, but I could see it from the
They
roof
say
of the
it's probably
manor.
about. Let me look here. They say, well, yeah, because it's at this point in the valley, it's fairly flat, other than the mountain that holds the castle.
Okay.
But you can see off in the distance, very far away, faintly, the windmill.
Okay.
And the villagers say if they wanted to walk there, it'd probably be about a 2 days journey.
In Christ. All right. I'll back burner that then.
Yeah. A lot of the things we might want to do are just back burner. I say we go take a short rest over at the cemetery.
Well, it's only 3 o'clock, so
Also,
a short
it's
rest only
like
takes a couple hours, right?
It takes an hour.
Oh, okay. So we got time to kill.
You could also
But we already-
investigate the dude by the river.
Oh, who was by the river again?
The
merchant
adventurers that disappeared?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm down to do that.
That might be worthy of some information.
Okay.
Okay. Can we
Raidriar,
scroll
what do
down
you
to the
think?
river?
Yeah, okay. So, you guys leave the town.
I gotta dip real quick. I'll be back
Okay,
in a little bit.
Oh, well, I want to wait for you then.
Oh. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, no problem. We'll wait a little bit here. You can take a little bit of a break.
Okay.
You want to take
Okay, I'm
like
gonna go
just
grab some water.
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break.
Yeah, I got a snack.
Oh, yeah, while we're walking around, can I ask a couple people here and there if they know anything about Andrelius?
Okay. They seem to have no idea what the name is, or
Absolutely no reaction to that whatsoever.
nope, not at all.
Would we have all insta-died if we went with that little posse of people?
Who knows?
Yeah, geez, who knows? We'll have to play this again. Make all the other decisions.
Well, I feel like we have to play it repeatedly to keep going back to the points where we would have died.
Does D&D not have save states?
Save.
I mean, you could.
I'm back.
The reason you couldn't.
Hey,
It's just-
welcome back.
So you're all heading out
thank you.
to.
Yeah, you said there was an adventure. Where did we learn about that?
From the shopkeep.
So
He said he had a
shopkeeper-
bounty, basically.
Yeah. He said that there's a large leather-bound bundle that he believes to be downstream by the bridge at the crossing of the river.
Mhm.
It's a couple hours walk, but like 1.5 to 2 hours walk from the town.
Sounds good.
Still walks that way.
And you guys, by the way, and I'll mention, you guys will eventually get a map, but no one in this town seems to be a map maker. So,
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's an adventurer with a bounty on his head. The wanted poster was
well,
at
no,
the shop.
not an adventure. He just said that he wants a leather-bound bundle that he believes is somewhere in the river by the bridge.
Oh,
He made it sound like there were people that bought things from him and then they went and fucking died.
okay. I must have totally missed that. But yeah, I say let's go check that out.
Okay.
Yep, that's where we're going.
So, as you leave, you wander by the grisly sight of these villagers that had foolishly decided to march upon Castle Ravenlock. You see a lot of them seem to be dragged off until you can see to your right of the road seems to be a couple 100 feet out a wooded area. There's the blood paths and everything. And as you watch, you look to your right and you see this black smoke approach and appearing right on the side of the road at this grisly scene is the man himself, Strahd. And he looks around and goes, "It's a shame.
Uh,
I hate
I
to
wa-
you know, these roads can be quite dangerous. It's terrible to see what those unequipped to deal with them."
If only they had a benefactor to protect them.
Yeah, I know. That'd have been great.
I
We've
walk
enjoyed the
over-
show so far.
So what'd you say,
Who?
Raidriar?
Oh, have you enjoyed the show so far?
He chuckles a little bit and goes, I don't know what you mean. I've been in my castle. I sensed a disturbance and I hoped I could get here in time. But it seems like I'm too late. What were you saying, by the way, Ren, before?
I was gonna say, how far away from him are we?
You're probably a solid, only like 50 feet away. He's kind of standing in the middle of the scene.
Oh, okay. I stroll towards him and go, yeah, crying shame, geez, and put my arms around his shoulder like we're old buddies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, geez, Rick.
I live to be this man's Morty.
As you try to do this, and he says, no, thank you. I prefer my personal space. Are you still going to attempt to do it?
I stop and I go, for someone who likes hair so much, you really do like your personal space, huh?
He chuckles and goes, oh, you noticed that, huh? Well, very well then.
Oh, he's acquiescing. All right, I toss my arm around his shoulders and give a hearty chuckle.
He steps to the side when you say. When you try to ignore him, he goes, "No, thank you."
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
I look forward to whatever happens next.
Do you okay, I want to cast Silent Image here.
Okay.
I want to see what or how he reacts if one of his precious villagers out here gets up and starts running. So like out of sight, I want one of the villagers to weakly stand up and try to make a break for the town. That's the image I'm trying to create.
Okay. Give me one moment. So you make that image happen? Okay. Give me a second. I need to roll something here. Okay. As that happens and it runs, Strahd looks over at this and chuckles, and then looks at you, Tux, and goes, I'm sorry, but poultry tricks like that won't work on me.
Ooh.
I drop the illusion and I say, all right, well then I'll cut to the chase. Are these your prey? Are you planning on keeping these guys as a meal?
When I'm bored. Anyways.
Well, okay.
At this point, he's done, and he says, I look forward to seeing what you all accomplish. And he you watch as he turns back to mist and flies up towards the castle.
Thanks, Grandpa.
I'm gonna teach Strahd to underestimate illusion magic. Just you wait.
How many bodies are around us?
Oh, well, there were, I'd say, left over from the wolves. There's probably like 7 or 8.
Okay, I definitely loot them. Wait, so okay, hold on, back up. None of these people's families have kind of come over. Nobody, like all the people that noticed all of the wolves, nobody's come over to get these people or bury them or whatever. Okay, yeah, then obviously they don't care. So I start picking pockets.
It's either they don't care or they're worried about what might happen to them.
Cool. Yeah, I start going through people's pockets.
Yep. Make an
if they have
investigation
pockets
check.
left. Yeah.
Okay. Searching these seem to be poor farmers. You probably find about, between the 8 of them, like 9 copper pieces.
Okay.
Do I see the bundle that we're looking for?
So you guys haven't made it to the river yet. You just left the village, so it's going to be about another hour till you reach the crossing.
I see.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, then yeah,
Okay.
let's make our way there.
Are any of them wearing cloaks?
Yeah, one of them is.
Oh boy, I pick up that cloak.
Okay, you have a cloak now. Simple
Good.
brown cloak.
Probably covered in blood.
A little bit.
All right, cool.
Torn in some
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
It
So-
gives character.
Your next leg, about hour of the journey, nothing interesting really happens, and you come upon this stone bridge that crosses this wide river. What are you doing?
Just investigate the area.
Make a perception check. And I'll say at advantage because you're all kind of Natural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. You see, looking down, he said downstream a bit, and you look downstream towards the with the east where the river goes, back towards where you came from, and you see about 100 feet down the river, you see a leather bundle, and you see surrounded by it seems to be sort of like a nest almost built around it.
Oh, lovely.
A nest?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking harpies in this module?
And you see
like a humanoid-sized nest.
It's a pretty large. You see, there's a bunch of random stuff in it. It seems, and there's a couple tall mounds of soil adjacent to it.
Huh. Okay.
And how far away from the bridge is it?
Not like 100, 200 feet.
Okay. Can we see under the bridge?
Yeah. It
I
just
go
seems,
into...
just goes. The river just goes under it. It doesn't seem very. Nothing catches your eye.
If I notice that there's nothing nearby trying to approach this nest, like I don't see anything in the sky flying down or anything coming out of the trees, then I do want to approach the nest.
Okay, how far away are you from it, would you say?
Right now, how far away am I?
Well, so you're approaching it. Is everybody coming with?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Sure.
following warily.
Okay.
I
So how close
stroll
do you
up.
want-
I'm about 20 feet from it now.
20 feet? Okay. So far it doesn't seem like anything's happened.
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay. As you approach within 15 feet, you see as out of the two tall mounds of dirt are these insectoid-looking creatures staring you down.
Great.
Okay, I take a
Oh,
step
boy.
back.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
We took a
And I
short
don't-
rest a while ago, right?
I'd say in the town, yeah, you have
Oh,
been.
okay.
We
Cool.
sat down for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have a specific battle map for this encounter.
Okay.
But we can just use. They provided this to kind of make a. And I forgot.
Yeah, I'll roll one hit die for that period.
Yep.
Sweet, exactly enough.
I really
How
should
much shit
prepare-
went down in the basement earlier?
I mean, he got hurt. That's about it.
Okay.
I should have
Yep.
prepared this better, but that's all right. What do I want to use for these? Okay, so these are giant spider tokens, but ignore that.
Okay.
They're on kegs.
We can't see him anyway, so.
Okay, give me a second. I'll add you guys.
All of a sudden, the afternoon was midnight.
Oh, I get 2 spell slots back
For what?
for that short rest.
Oh, for rest.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay. Is that an
Do
ability
I
or
have to
just-
pronounce that I'm quote
And you
unquote
see that the
casting?
nest with the items is about right there.
Okay.
Mm.
Do I have to pronounce that I'm casting Arcane Recovery with a short rest, or
You know, I'll just
Okay.
if you. I mean, just say, "Hey, I did."
I did. I got 2 spell slots.
Okay.
17. Dwarfy boy going savage. Wow.
That sounded
That
like
was
a lot of die.
rolls.
Okay. On keg 1, you get to go first.
Where the fuck is my? I forget where the initiative is.
Why is that one unsubstantiated?
Oh, it's the token stamp thingy. It does stuff like that to like name them differently.
Huh.
Help
Is
me
the
out.
music involved?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Help me out. I clicked initiative and nothing happened.
Oh, I think I accidentally rolled it for you. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
Wait, I don't see it.
Did you hit the fist button?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this on keg, you see it's like this insectoid creature. So the spider works well enough, runs up to you, Ren. Makes a
Oh,
bite
boy.
attack. 17 to hit,
17 hits.
and you take
Oh, shoot.
8 slashing damage and 2 piercing or 2 acid damage, so 10 damage total, which I'll mark here. And you are now grappled by this creature.
Okay.
As it kind of grasps you in its mandibles.
That's considered an attack, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fucking do it. Sentinel his ass, you fucking asshole. 20 hits, 13 damage. Damn. And actually, did you know giant spiders and onkegs have almost the same HP roll?
Wow. How
Just learned
convenient.
that. Yeah, I know, right? Everything works out. Okay. Kilvin, it's your turn.
Double check real quick. Something. Yeah. I think you guys have that one, right? Can we tell how hurt the one they just attacked was?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, if you
injured.
scroll over it.
Yeah, what?
If you scroll over it, it shows it's injured.
Oh, injured. Okay, cool.
Injured
in
is
that
about the
case,
halfway point.
I walk to. I have 25 feet. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, let's just walk here. And I cast Sacred Flame,
Okay.
which is a cantrip.
Yep, and I have to make a dexterity saving throw, right?
I believe so, yes.
9, I'm assuming that doesn't pass your DC.
Yeah, DC 11.
Yep, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
So if you just roll it, it should... Yep, 3 damage. Okay. There we go. Okay. With that, it is Raidriar's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Flank that motherfucker.
50, 20. Attack. Sword.
Bap him.
12.
At advantage, right?
Ah,
So 12 doesn't hit.
okay.
17 does hit.
Yeah,
9
first
more
damage
damage.
roll, I imagine, right?
Yeah, it's
So I
pretty...
reroll that one.
Oh.
More damage.
Okay. Oh, wait, no, your damage was 9. You rolled a 3 and a 4.
No, the damage. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
counting the 17.
Okay.
So it was 9 damage. Which is
Okay.
One less, not a big deal.
Okay, that would make it Tux's turn.
Yeah, the range for this is 120 feet. All right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot a
Yeah,
fireball.
that hits.
Firebolt.
Firebolt
Wait, which one?
at the one that Kilvin is in front of.
Okay, go ahead. Roll an attack. Or just cast it. It should work, yep. 19 hits, 4 damage. It packs in the fire, spreads across this body, and it looks pretty pissed off at that.
Did it look as though it was susceptible to fire?
No.
Okay.
No, it didn't. Okay.
Wait, but Sacred Flame worked on it?
Well, it just takes normal damage from fire.
I guess I was
Okay.
asking if it took any more damage than I would expect.
Okay, Ren, you're
Okay.
up.
Okay, how badly injured is the badly injured insect?
It's badly injured.
Okay. Looking pretty rough. Okay, I hit it with my sword.
Your the short sword?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, roll
And it's a
attack.
bug, so it doesn't matter if it's small or not. Okay.
Nine. Oh, it's at advantage, so go ahead and roll
Yeah,
that again.
sorry about that. Yeah.
And we'll take 24 does hit, so 6 damage. Okay.
Nice.
You watch as you stab your sword right into its gut, and it falls.
Sweet.
Falls to the ground dead.
Dead. Okay, I can still move?
Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. On this creature's turn, you notice as looking and seeing the other one die, it kind of screams a little bit, and then you watch as it plunges under the dirt. Seemingly, as it does this, you watch as the hole it made kind of collapses in on itself, and it disappears.
Kilvin doesn't get an opportunity attack.
I guess technically you would, yeah.
Oh,
So go ahead.
I will do so.
12 to hit, unfortunately doesn't hit. And then ends its turn. Kill them.
Cool.
So it's just okay.
Are we fighting each other now?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
What are you doing, Kilvin?
I don't see the not dead one.
Yeah, it burrowed underground, and you heard it moving under you.
I see. Okay. Can I tell approximately where it is at this point? Being a dwarf.
It sounded like it moved below you and past you.
Okay, so towards
it
Tux.
moved in like this direction, yeah.
Okay. I yell at Tux that it's heading towards him. Watch out, Tux.
Thank you, Kilvin.
If someone told me that, even if it was in the middle of a fight, I'd just be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on?"
So,
buddy?"
Raidriar, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay,
You
he's
can
kinda
ready
back.
actions, by the way. You can be like, I
Yeah.
ready my sacred flame for when it pops up.
Yeah.
That's a thing you can do.
So
Do-
I'm gonna. I was moving over to Tux. I'm gonna move to right here, and prepare a laying of the fuck smack.
Okay. Tux, it's your turn.
I am going to. Probably shouldn't sprint over top of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna sprint. Well,
Okay.
I was here, right? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. I have my turn over here.
Okay.
Actually, can I check to see if there's anything useful around this spider?
Crawl
Well,
inside of it, dude.
It's not exactly
Be the spider.
It's supposed to be an on-keg. I just forgot. My
As
bad.
I'm running in this direction, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to make it sound like I'm actually running over top of it. So I want there to be the sound of footsteps in the dirt over top of where I think the spider is.
Okay.
And if
So
nothing,
so you want the noise to be where you were?
I want the noise to start where I was and then head off in the direction to where it's over the spider, right?
So towards the dead one?
Towards
Yeah,
the
toward me.
Towards the
where
one
he
that's
thinks
underground.
the other insect is.
I want
want
the
it-
insect underneath the ground to believe that I'm over top of it.
Like, okay. So about like right above where Raidriar and Ren are?
I want it to make it sound like there's footsteps coming
Okay.
from my direction to over top of the spider.
Okay. Let me see if it... Oh yeah, it's not very smart. It's not very smart at all. We're talking about a -5 modifier to intelligence.
Oh shit, that is a dumb little spider.
Ren,
Okay.
you're up. And here, I'll
Okay.
this is actually what you guys are fighting right now. I'll send a picture in the Discord.
It's like a derp face.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
It's dumb but creepy.
Okay. Ren, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I want to. Did you say there's a nest?
Yeah, that's the red circle.
Yeah. That's where you see the leather bundle and stuff.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do I see anything else in the nest?
Yeah, give me a moment. So let's see. You see, so you see the bundle. Okay, so you see appears to be a coin purse in there. You see a rusted greatsword. You see a pair of rusted daggers, and you see what appears to be what would probably be a spell book.
Okay. For the time being, what can I? So my turn is like what, 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, and like I said, you can ready an action, which means I'm going to ready this action when this event occurs.
Right.
That's probably
I'm
the ideal
thinking-
thing to do, rather than wasting an action.
I'm thinking I would, if it's possible, I would like to pick up that greatsword and get ready to throw it wherever the court.
It's a great sword, so it's about as tall as you.
I can't throw it.
I mean, you can, but I would say it's because you're not proficient with it, especially. It would be a disadvantage.
Okay. And there were what? 2 daggers, 2 rusty daggers, and the spell book in the nest.
Yeah.
All right.
Double dagger throw.
Yeah, I pick up. I don't think I can throw 2 of them. I think it's cheating.
Yeah, currently, within the mechanics of the game, you can only throw 1 at a time.
Oh.
Yeah. I pick up the leather parcel and the gold pouch and one of the knives, and get ready to throw one of the knives if the bug pops up.
Okay. So, with that, you watch as hearing the noise made, it burrows out of the ground right there.
Haha, you stupid insect.
So, what actions did you already?
The fuck smash.
So,
Sacred flame.
Yep, so Raidriar, go ahead and make an attack.
The fuck smash.
7. Do you want to reroll the 1?
Of course I do. There's no downside.
So 2 more damage then. Okay, so go ahead. I'll make the dex saving throw, which he fails. So go ahead, roll your radiant flame damage or sacred flame. Yep, 3 more damage. Okay, Ren, go ahead and make your dagger attack. Fortunately, 8 doesn't hit.
Okay.
And you watch as after it burrows up, it reels back. Let's see what we can get here. Hold on. Sorry.
Wow, just me? Wow.
No, it's gonna get both you and Kilvin. I need both you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Roger.
Oh.
12. 7. Yeah, unfortunately you both fail, and you both take 9 points of acid damage as it spits this green goo at you.
No! Oh no, it closed. Fuck.
Okay.
Oops.
That will end its
I
turn.
thought you were saying no to the green goop.
Kilvin, it's your turn.
Shot green goop at you. No!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I walk from here to here.
Okay.
And just swing my hammer.
Okay. Go ahead, roll an attack at advantage. So first one, both of those miss, unfortunately.
Cheat.
You're still trying to shake off the goo, and it's kind of sticky a little bit, and you can't seem to get a good swing in. Raidriar, you're up.
I'm gonna do an attack. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
10 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh. Good question. I want to, as it tries to lunge at me, I want to slide under and just rake the sword clean under its belly.
Okay, yeah, just...
And then coming out the other side, jump up and stab down on its head.
Okay, you watch that. It's quite a feat with this greatsword, especially. You can tell Raidriar is trained with this type of instrument of death quite a bit. Yeah, good one.
Instrument.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
You watch as you do this, all its guts spill out and it drops to the ground, dead.
Dead.
Wow.
Is
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I am injured.
Oh, do you want to heal?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Cure wounds.
I have a necromancy tome, so you're in good hands.
There we go.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
1d8 plus 1 adds.
You have the rusty greatsword, rusty daggers, the bundle. I don't know if you want to look in it or not.
So we do have the bundle now.
Yes, that you talked.
Yeah, I have the bundle in my hands.
And there's also a spell book.
Yeah, so I toss the spellbook to Tux, and then I take a peek inside the gold pouch to see what it is.
I'm
Okay.
running up to see what's in it too.
Okay, so
Ooh, do
in the
share.
spell
What's
book,
in it? What's in it? What's in it?
in the spell book is Find Familiar, Alarm, and Detect Magic. Those are the only ones you can see
Ooh.
that are legible. The rest have seemingly been destroyed.
Is it gonna cost 50 gold to get detect magic?
Yep. When you do a long rest, you can choose to copy over spells from any spell books you have for
Okay.
50 gold apiece.
Well, now I am fully prepared to start copying some spells tonight.
Hey, Red, heal 4.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll apply it.
Oh, I think I did.
Oh, you already did. You're good. That's fine.
I'll hit dice.
So in the coin purse, you find 3 gold, 6 silver, and 21 copper.
All right. And then I'm holding the bundle as well. What kind of bundle do I see? Can I open it?
In there you find 4 explorers packs. Explorers pack, and I'll read what that contains.
I
So
say we go back to the shopkeep and sell them to him for 5 times what they're worth.
In an explorers pack, there is a single backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, a water skin, and 50 feet of rope.
It's a survive whatever pack.
Explorers pack.
Yeah.
4 of them in the bundle.
Jeez. Well, I already have one, so I'm good.
I feel like that's worth more than the discount the dude was going to give us on his stuff.
Yeah, he said he would give you a 20 gold discount on a single purchase.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Oh, this is worth more than 20 gold?
Oh, yeah.
They're worth 25 gold each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we need to put those explorers packs in our items, or is there a standard thing that just gets tossed in here?
If you write an explorers pack, I can add the items in later.
Okay.
So, are you guys gonna keep them?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And at this point, you notice it's getting a little bit later in the evening.
Okay.
I head back to the graveyard.
So you're gonna head to the church again?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll say it takes, like I said, about 2 hours to walk back to the town. At this point, it's starting to get night. You notice the church doors are hanging wide open.
Can I stealthily peek in to see how the priest is holding up?
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Gladly.
Give me a second. Sneaking in, you get about towards the end of the hall when you see the rope that is attached to the bell, as you heard the bell ringing earlier in the day, right? And you look as hanging from the rope
Excellent.
is Father Donovich.
Get.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Is this what the mayor's son wanted us to see?
No.
Interesting.
No, but that puts a whole new spin on why the bells are ringing.
Yeah.
For the record, that's why I didn't want to fight the thing. I was worried I didn't know the full story.
It's alright, it's good.
Now we know.
Now you know that things have consequences.
Your actions have consequences.
But are you guys heading to the back?
No, I'm gonna cut him down.
Okay.
Probably best to leave him.
You cut him down and his lifeless body falls to the floor. You see on his face
wait.
is almost a expression of relief, almost.
See, we helped him. All right, now I want to
take his bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn his body. Take the bones.
Oh my god. Okay.
Did he have anything in his pocket?
Make an investigation check.
My god. Hung himself.
Hey,
killed his son. Is there gold in the pockets?
You find about 4 gold pieces.
Excellent. I'm true to my nature.
Shamefully
That's true.
shake my head at Ren as I burn the corpse to a crisp.
Really, Rin? In a church, no less?
I said, relax. This is practically half of a church. Most of it's fallen down.
Can you remind me what alignment you are, Kilvin?
Neutral good.
Okay, neutral good. Okay. Just take it, just about it. Okay. So, you burn the body, take the bones.
So does that mean that Kilvin's carrying 3 separate sets of human bones at this point?
Yeah.
And a dragon skeleton.
What?
But like a baby
Dragon skeleton,
like,
yes.
fits in the palm of your hand.
Can you remind
So
me,
you-
are we not burying these bones?
I have a different ritual for them, but yes, eventually.
Okay. Well, we are in a cemetery.
Okay. This is on sacred ground.
Okay, so
That's
he's
not
gone.
what? I'm sorry.
This is not sacred ground.
Oh. It's a church.
Not to me. This religion is not one or this area. This is not an area I would give my dead to.
Fair
Okay,
enough. Are these windows
so-
broken? Can I just, like, slip out one of the windows?
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
yeah. So, at this point, it's quite late out, and as you watch this graveyard, it seems like nothing. You wait. It's at this point, it's about, I'd say, 9-10 o'clock. You sit here and wait for about another 2 hours towards midnight as you guys kind of talk about the events of the day and kind of reflect on what has happened. And then all of a sudden, an eerie green light suffuses the graveyard. From this light emerges a ghostly procession. Wavering images of dowdy women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. And it seems like they seem to be approaching the path that would lead to Castle Ravenloft slowly.
Can I... So how far away from them are we?
They're arising from the graveyard. They're all walking
Oh.
around you, seemingly completely ignoring you.
Completely ignoring us. All right. Well, I mean, I sneakily follow them. Like, I try to be stealthy.
This is truly a sight. I'm following 10 paces behind Ren.
I'm trying real hard to not get whacked by whatever's coming.
Okay. They seem to be walking towards the castle.
But that's a really long way away, right?
Yeah. Well, so it's a long way by the footpath. There's like a steep cliff that leads up to the castle, basically overlooking the village, right?
Are they trying to scale the cliff?
They're going towards it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you watch as they start climbing the ghosts. I mean, it doesn't seem like it doesn't look like there would be anywhere where they could get purchased. They still seem to be making progress up it, looking straight towards the castle and just climbing.
So there's no like discernible path that we could potentially follow.
No.
You said they were ghosts, right?
Yeah, and make a general intelligence check.
Go for it, Ren.
Well, you were asking, so
Yeah, I was, but Ren's in front.
Okay, 17. Yeah, you get the sense that these were probably adventurers that had made it to here before and seemingly failed.
Good.
Wow.
Only.
There's a lot of them.
Does this happen every night?
Adventurer graves? Do adventurer graves have adventurer gear in them?
Holy shit.
Could be a grave robber.
Looking around at the headstones, it seems a lot of the graves are marked by like just standard villagers.
Oh, okay. Cool beans.
You are being incredibly true to your nature. And I respect it.
Okay, I keep observing and see if anything changes, but if not, then
Eventually, the
what
last
happened?
couple of ghosts fade out of the graveyard and begin the climb as well.
Yeah, I guess now I've got some questions for our
Buddy Mare.
buddy Mare.
Maybe that priest was the one doing all the rites. You know,
He
was
said
probably.
he said this happens every night.
Well, yeah, but is that part of his own doing, or did I point up to? Well, I guess down now to the body was his doing.
That's a good question. That's
Okay.
one of our many questions for our mayor.
So are you heading back now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Back
you
to
head-
where?
Remind me, who told us to check it out?
Ismark.
Ismark.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, with that, let's head back to Ismark's Manor and get some Strahd.
Okay. So you come in and he welcomes you and says, "How'd the day go?"
We checked out that graveyard
Ireena.
site.
Yes, it's quite an interesting show, isn't it?
That happens every night. More ghosts from the graveyard just go up to the manor.
The castle, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Where do they keep coming from?
I'm not sure, but I recognize some of the faces as travelers like yourselves. Be careful in this land. It's quite dangerous.
Quite.
I believe it.
Sips tea.
Can you understand why I'm asking for people to escort Ireena to Valaki?
Yeah, of course. That guy that was bringing the cart, you said that he wasn't. We found out that that was like some dark elf that showed up at the sanctuary today.
Just a regular elf Raidriar noticed.
Okay, and we don't think he was related to the cart driver.
He was wearing the same getup.
Oh yeah,
Not
I meant the cart driver again.
Not the carriage driver that brought you guys here. The one that was leading Strahd's carriage when he left when he met you at the death house.
See.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay, well, I guess I don't really have that many questions for him. I say let's get some Jedi and let's head out
Okay.
tomorrow.
What time is it?
It's about midnight.
Oh, that's really late. Okay. I value rest. My HP is low.
Okay. So are you all settling in?
Yeah.
Okay. Raidriar,
Mm-hmm.
in your room, you still look pretty old in the mirror.
Okay, I take the mirror off the wall. I take the mirror off the wall. I can't do this. I take the mirror off the
Okay.
wall.
Okay. Okay. Are you all settling in for a rest?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So, in the middle of the night, Raidriar,
Yeah. What's up, dude?
you wake up to a whooshing noise, and you look up, and in the corner, standing there, can you guess who it is?
Karolus of Strahd.
There's Strahd, and he goes, "I appreciate you giving the letter to Ireena for me. It means a lot to me. Also, I happened to overhear that you are going to be escorting her to Valaki. I very much appreciate that. This sour town is no place for my beloved. But I will have you know this. Should anything, even a scratch, come upon that girl, I will hold you and your compatriots personally accountable."
You're not just gonna take her yourself?
I have some more preparations to make, and besides, there'd be no fun in that now, would there? Now, at this point, Kilvin, you,
Well, it's your loss.
as they're having this conversation, so your room is adjacent to Ireena's, and you start hearing her cry out, almost in pain.
Okay. I wake up and go to her, like outside her door, and
Okay.
listen in.
And you hear her repeating. You hear after the scream, it sounds like she wakes up and she mutters, "He's here." And she stands. It sounds like she stands up and is approaching the door.
Red alert.
I knock on the door and try to get her attention.
Okay.
To see if she responds.
She opens it and sees you and goes, I think Strahd is here." And you see the scarf isn't on, and you see on her neck are two seems to be puncture wounds. And noticing that she quickly reaches towards the desk and grabs the scarf and puts it around her neck again.
He has bitten you.
Not, I guess, but I don't remember it.
Did you do it willingly, or did he force you?
Like I said, I don't remember.
That probably means no.
Strahd's still in my room, right?
Yeah. This is happening while you guys are had that conversation.
Okay.
And she pushes past you, Kilvin, down the hallway towards Raidriar's room.
I try to stop her.
Okay. Yeah. So you just like standing in front of her, like
Yeah, I just stand in front of her and just try to like hold her by the.
And she goes. At this point, you notice after you do that, she seems to shake her head and kind of leaves this like stupid like state, and she goes, "I appreciate that." And Raidriar, you watch as Strahd approaches your door and opens it.
Would it?
What are you doing?
Shit.
Think.
Would it be metagaming to say that Raidriar sleeps with a hand axe under his pillow? It's the smallest weapon he owns, but it is a hand axe.
Okay.
I don't think that's necessarily metagaming.
No, yeah, I'd say
I want to huck it at the door near Strahd.
so. Not at him.
No. I wanted to
Okay. So at the door,
Right,
just
face.
ting, hits it, and he stops and he looks at you, and his eyes kind of glare, and he says,
leaving already.
he goes, that was quite bold of you. But I suggest you don't try to keep me from her again. And he
I wanted to talk some more.
and he ignores you and opens the door and looks in the hallway.
Do I have
And-
time to have moved her back into her room?
No, so this happened as you were kind of stopping
Okay.
her in the hallway.
Okay.
And you see as he looks out at her and he goes, "Soon, my dear. Soon. We'll be together once again."
Once
And
again.
and as he says that, turns into mist and flies out the window. And at this point, Ireena again seems to shake her head and seems to reel from something and goes, I best get some sleep for the journey tomorrow."
Are you going to be all right?
I think so. Thank you. I very much appreciate you doing that.
And take the axe out of the door.
I will say, Raidriar, you did notice that so far, nothing you have done seems to have really phased him, but that seemed to piss him off a decent amount.
Raidriar's incredibly satisfied with that.
Oh boy.
Okay. And
Like
with that,
phased him or made him angry?
made him upset
Okay.
when he was trying to get through the door to see Ireena.
Okay.
Okay. So you're all heading to sleep now?
Yeah.
I'm still asleep, right?
Yep. Is there anything anybody else would like to do during this rest? Oh, Tux, go ahead and copy as many spells from those 2 spell books as you want. Just make sure you're paying 50 gold per.
I can copy as many as I want?
Yep.
Shit, okay, sweet.
From the one you found in the house and the one you found today.
Mhm.
Just for every spell you add to your spell book, you have to spend 50 gold.
Of course.
To represent like the fine ink and stuff you spend on.
Okay, okay.
Can I whisper something?
You're not gonna make him find a magic shop and buy the paper himself?
Yeah, so
I can.
I'll say Bildrith had those supplies. What were you saying, Kilvin?
Fucking with you.
I'm gonna just type something to you real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
I want to check out the mirror again.
Okay. Look at it. You appear still to be that old age.
Has anything else changed?
Nope. It just
Like-
seems like you've aged.
Is my hair like... nah, I leave it. Whatever.
You've seen weirder things today.
No, I'm trying to balance me, the player, who wants to figure out exactly what's happening, and the Raidriar, who's just really kind of tired right now.
That is totally
Right.
fair.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're all tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the shit knocked out of me by a chorus from Skyrim.
Oh god, I hate those things so much. They're so annoying.
Okay.
Yep.
So, if nobody's doing anything, the night passes for the rest without event. You wake up and you see Ireena now has has her sword with her. As well as a set of simple breastplate armor, and she appears to be ready to head out.
Breast.
Fuck you. Ismark.
Wow.
Ismark comes down and says, I really appreciate it. Here's the 50 gold. And he hands it out. Feel free to split it however.
I say, you sure you don't mean 52 gold?
The fuck?
He chuckles and goes, all right then, and adds 2 more gold pieces.
Hey, hell yes.
He says, make sure when you reach Vallaki, you take her to the Church of St. Andrel. It's rumored that it's hallowed ground and that creatures like Strahd aren't allowed to set foot inside the church. I think that's where she might be able to be kept safe.
And they're just
You're
gonna
not
take
coming
her
with
without
us?
argument?
Father Lucian there, we know each other fairly well. He owes me a favor.
Okay.
So-
If you're sure this will keep her safe, then we'll be happy
It's-
to oblige.
I guess.
All I know is that keeping her here is just asking for her to be taken.
How often does a vampire need to be invited in? Because him going into the house willy-nilly implies that someone's invited him in the past.
He probably goes to her window and forces her to invite. Something like that. Creepy weirdo.
Okay, who does he hand the gold to?
He kind of just puts it out towards the group.
There's 52 pieces. We all get 13.
I already
Oh,
I added it too.
Oh, I see why you
Okay.
asked for 52 now. You son
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and with that, are you all ready to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but IRL, I probably should go to bed soon.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm asking because like this is kind of a good point to stop as you guys leave the village.
Yeah, and I'll be able to actually assess which spells I want to take with me on this journey.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's fun.
Cool beans.
Awesome.
So yeah, this was an interesting session. A lot happened. It seems.
Oh my god, he's scrying on us.
Yeah.
But I do. That's why he took the bit of your hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
100%, I guarantee it.
I-
My part
oh,
of the hair had to or the like -10 to the saving throw to resist it.
Yeah. Also in the morning, then Ren make a Constitution saving throw.
Hell, I thought I beat this already.
It's gonna take a couple days without eating them.
God.
15, you
I
make
got,
it.
I got a nat 20 though.
You're good. Well, yeah,
All right.
it sped it up. It sped it up, but
At this point,
it sounds like you need to go eat another pie, dude. I don't know.
At this point, I'm equal parts wanting another dream pie and wanting to be upset at that woman.
So I need you also to make another Wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
Yep.
Just Ren.
Oh, okay.
Friend, because you're scrying on him only. God damn it.
Ooh.
Yeah, 4.
Fucking hell.
You don't notice anything happen.
Yeah, that's a -6 total because of the freaking hair. God, I hate it so much. It's fucking us at all times.
I mean,
I love this
yeesh.
module.
It is scrying.